So, student, today we are going to enter week 2, and the topic which we are going to look at today is measures of central tendency. Then the measures of central tendency is not, there are 3 numbers. One of them is the one we call mean, mode, median. But at the end of the lesson, my expectation is that you have to know how to find a mean, mode, and the median, which is the tools of the central tendency. Here I say that mean is the sum of the numbers divided by the number. What do I mean by the sum of the number? The sum of the numbers is that if a 10 numbers is given to you now to find the mean, what you will do, you will sum the 10 numbers and divide it by what? 10. As you can see in this illustration here, where I said find the mean of these numbers, we have 5, 8, 8, 5, 2, 5, 9. If you count this number, you will see that the numbers are 7 in numbers. Then, to find the mean, you will now say 5 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 9 divided by 7. The 7 there is that if you count the number, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And another thing I want to point out here is that the order of the number does not matter. As far as what you are doing is addition, any number can start it, whether it is the small number or the big number. That's why if you now say 5 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 9, you will get 42. Then when you now divide 42 by 7, you will get what? 6. We now say, therefore, mean, which is donated, the symbol for mean is what what is inside the bracket, which we normally call X bar. If you don't want to write a mean in full, once you write X bar, that is X with a stroke at the top, we call it a X bar. What it stands for in a statistics is mean. We now say that mean is what? 6. I say the note, mean is the same thing as what? Average. Which means an examiner may decide not to use a mean. Instead of asking you what is a mean, you will just say find the average. Which means that what you have to find is what? Mean. The second one is a mode. The second two, which we say that a mode is a datum with the highest frequency or that occurred most often. What do we mean by the highest frequency? Frequency is just a number of a time a particular number or item occurred. Why I use the item here is that a drawing can be given, pictures of any material, and they may decide to ask you the mode. The mode is the one that occurred more than every other number. As you can see in the example here, where I said, find the mode of the following: 10, 20, 10, 10, 30, 10, 40. If you look at the number, you can see that 10 appeared more than every other number. 10 appeared 1, 2, 3, 4. But all other numbers appeared 1, 1. That's why we say that the mode is what? 10. Then, having said that, there are types of mode we have. There are 3 in number, and one of them is the one we call monomodal. What do we mean by a monomodal of a distribution? A monomodal of a distribution is when a distribution has only one number as its mode, as example above. The second one is a bimodal. Bimodal is when two numbers or 2 items have the same number of appearance or the same number of occurrence. That is to say, taking the example above now, assuming 20 now appeared 4 times, like 10, our mode could have been 10 and 20, and such mode, we call it a bimodal distribution. Then the last one is a multi-modal. A multi-modal is when a distribution has more than 2 numbers or 2 items as the mode. That is to say, the more than two numbers, that is from 3 and above, occurred more often, more than every other number. Like example above, assuming 20 appeared 4, 10 also appeared 4, 30 also appeared 4, and the 4th appeared only 1. You can see now that the mode will be 10, 20, and what? 30. Once it is more than 2, we call it a multi-modal. The third tool here is the one we call a median. A median is not that thing other than a number that is at the middle or item that is at the middle. But one thing is important here. The distribution or the number must be arranged either in ascending order or descending order. Ascending order is from small to big. That is to say, from smallest number to the biggest number. While descending order is from the biggest number to the smallest number. And the arrangement is very, very important as far as the median is concerned. It's not just knowing that it is a middle number. You must arrange it for you to get it very well. I cited an example here where I said find the median of the following: 37%, 76%, 64%, 37%, 76%, 54%, 80%. Then solution. Now I arrange the number. Looking at the numbers here, you can see that 37 is the least number. I started with 37 because 37 appeared 2 times. That's why I have 37, 37. Another one is 43, 54, 64, 76, 80. If you look at my arrow here, you can see that here I call it ascending order. Here I call it descending order. With the arrow, if you are moving from 37 to 80, you are arranging it in ascending order. If you are moving from 80 to 37, you are arranging it in a descending order. Having done that, you will now count the number and you know whether the number, the one that is at the middle. If you count, you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The whole number is 7 in number, which means that if you count 3 by the right, you count 3 by the left, you see that 54 is at the middle. And that's why we conclude by saying that our median is 54%. So, having said that, I now say the note. When a distribution are odd numbers, one number or item is on the middle. After arrangement, which becomes the median. But if it is even, the average of the 2 middle numbers becomes the median after the arrangement. What do I mean by saying this is that we normally know that an odd number is any number which 2 cannot divide. Like if you now have something like 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. You see now that these numbers are 5 in number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is an odd number. If you want to find the median now, if you arrange it, already it is arranged here. You can see that because it is an odd number, if you count 2 here and count 2 here, you can see that 5 is at the middle. But if I add another number here, say 2, per se now, it will now turn to even number, which is 6. And if you arrange this thing, you will have 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. If you count it, there are 6 in number, which if you want to find the middle number, you will not get any number that is at the middle, because if you count 2 here, count 2 here, you will see that 2 will remain at the middle. What you do is that you sum the 2 numbers at the middle and divide it by 2. That is saying 3 plus 5 over 2 to give you 8 over 2, which will be what? 4. So, the average of the 2 middle number, because it is an even number here, will now becomes the median. So, having said that, I want you to try this thing using the illustration I have given above. The first one I said, find the median for these numbers: 1, 18, 0, 2, 4, 1. The second one I said, state the mode of the following number: 5, 8, 7, 9, 7, 9, 3, 6, 2, 5, 6, 9. The third one I said, what is the mean of these numbers: 10, 20, 40, 5, 5. So, having said that, in a conclusion, what we have tried to put across to you now is the measures of central tendency, which we say that measures of central tendency, they are 3 in number, which include mean, mode, and the median. We say that the median is the sum of the numbers divided by the number. That is to say, if 4 numbers is given to you, you add them and divide it by 4. And we equally say that the mode is a number that has the highest frequency. Frequency means a number of times that particular number appeared. In doing mode and the mean, there is no need of arranging them. Arrangement is not a problem. Any way the number is being scattered, your own is just to count the number of times a particular number appeared. The one that appeared most often becomes the mode. I equally told you people that mode is of 3 types. We have the one we call monomodal, bimodal, and the multi-modal. I told you that a monomodal is a mode which has only 1 number as its mode, while bimodal is the one that has 2 as its mode. 2, I mean, is not a 2 as a number. 2 numbers, like say 1 and 4, 3 and 5, 10 and 20, as the case may be. The multimodal are those ones that have more than 2 numbers. That is to say, from 3 to infinity. It can be 3 numbers, it can be 20 numbers, it can be 30 numbers, it can be 5, as the case may be. Then, the third 2 in the measures of central tendency, which we have discussed, is a median. We say that a median is that number that is at the middle. The word median means that it is at the middle, that is at the center. But one thing is important here, and that thing is that that number must be arranged either in ascending order or descending order of the magnitude. Ascending from small to biggest, while descending from biggest to smallest. Having said that, children, I want you people to try this assignment. If you have any problem so far, well, as regards what you have in your note and what I have just said, you can contact me through this number you are seeing on the screen, 08068 511415. Thank you.
Praise and glorious and hearken to the prayers of your children.